We talk about seasonal affective disorder in depression and bipolar disorder, but we don't talk about it in ADHD. One of the reasons we have seasonal affective disorder is because drops in daylight also correlate with drops in vitamin D, which interrupts our ability to produce dopamine. Dopamine is the primary deficit in ADHD. And so what a lot of my clients report, and I report, is that in the winter months, when light is least available, we're excessively tired, which is the number one symptom of ADHD. In addition, we can't initiate on tasks. We feel lazy. We feel unable to follow through on our commitments. My clients with ADHD also report being clumsier, getting more bruises, which also makes sense because the cerebellum, which is charged with most of our muscular coordination, relies heavily on dopamine to function. So as dopamine drops because of lack of sunlight, and therefore available dopamine for task initiation, cognitive function, and motor and muscular control declines, we get more disorganized, we get clumsier, and we get hurt more. Now you might be asking why. And as I read about history, one of the things that's apparent is we did not live in times of abundance. During the winter, we needed to consume less energy. We needed to slow down. This allowed people to get through winter months where they had less to eat. Well, what does a decrease in dopamine do? It lowers our motivation. It makes us more tired. It makes us move less. But we don't talk about seasonal affective disorder potentially being an evolutionary advantage to conserve our fat stores to keeping us alive. I provide this context when I work with my clients who have ADHD because so many times up until we talk about that there's an evolutionary reason potentially for seasonal affective disorder and therefore increases in the negative symptoms of ADHD, what I hear is, why am I broken? What's wrong with me? Why can't I push through and be productive like the people I see on television, like I see some of my friends? And so one thing I work with my clients who have ADHD is to focus on maintenance in the winter and to wait until February or March for productivity, capacity building, and growth. What's been your experience with a winter ADHD tax or seasonal affective disorder? I'd love to hear from you.